Have you ever wondered why some people seem to age so gracefully, full of energy and vitality well into their later years, while others struggle with fatigue and health issues? It's not just good genes or luck. It's often the small daily habits that make all the difference. And when it comes to longevity, few cultures do it better than the Japanese. Japan is home to some of the longest living people in the world, with many seniors enjoying active, fulfilling lives well into their 90s and even beyond. But what's their secret? Is it something in the water, a special diet, or perhaps a way of life that keeps them feeling young at heart? The truth is, it's a combination of simple but powerful habits. Habits that anyone, no matter where you live, can adopt. And today we're going to explore 3 of these Japanese secrets to longevity, specifically tailored for those of us over 60. These aren't complicated changes or extreme lifestyle overhauls. They're small, practical adjustments that can have a big impact on how you feel every day. So, let's get started with the first habit, one that might surprise you, because it's not about what you eat or how much you exercise. It's about how you eat. In Japan, there's a saying, "Hara hachi bu," which roughly translates to, "Eat until you're 80% full." It's a practice rooted in Okinawan culture, where many centenarians live. Instead of eating until they're stuffed, they stop just before feeling completely full. This simple habit helps prevent overeating, keeps digestion smooth, and even supports a healthier weight over time. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Easier said than done. After all, when food tastes good, it's tempting to keep going. But here's the trick. Slow down. Take smaller bites, savor each mouthful, and give your body time to signal when it's had enough. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about listening to your body and respecting its limits. And here's the best part. This habit doesn't just help with digestion. Studies suggest that eating mindfully and stopping before you're overly full can reduce inflammation, improve metabolism, and even support brain health. So, the next time you sit down for a meal, try pausing halfway and asking yourself, am I still hungry? Or am I eating just because it's there? You might be surprised at how quickly your body adjusts. Now, let's move on to the second habit, one that's deeply woven into Japanese daily life but often overlooked in other parts of the world: staying socially connected. In Japan, especially in close-knit communities, seniors often remain active members of their neighborhoods, participating in local events, gathering for tea, or even joining hobby groups well into their later years. This sense of community isn't just about having fun. It's a key ingredient for longevity. Research shows that strong social connections can lower stress, reduce the risk of depression, and even boost immune function. But here's the catch. It's not about having hundreds of friends. It's about having meaningful interactions, even if it's just a few people you see regularly. If you've been feeling a little isolated lately, consider reaching out. Whether it's joining a book club, volunteering, or simply making a weekly phone call to a friend. Even small conversations can make a big difference in how you feel. And with that, we've covered 2 powerful habits already: eating mindfully and nurturing social connections. But there's one more key practice we'll explore next, one that ties everything together and keeps both body and mind in harmony. So, let's keep going, because the best is yet to come. Now that we've talked about eating mindfully and staying socially connected, let's move on to the third habit, one that might seem obvious at first, but the Japanese approach it in a way that makes all the difference. I'm talking about movement. But here's the thing. It's not about running marathons or lifting heavy weights. In Japan, especially among older adults, movement is woven into daily life in gentle, sustainable ways. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how many Japanese seniors ride bicycles, take leisurely walks, or practice Tai Chi in the park? It's not about pushing their bodies to the limit. It's about keeping active in a way that feels good. One of the most common forms of movement you'll see in Japan is walking. But not just walking for exercise. Walking as part of life. Whether it's strolling through a neighborhood, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or even gardening, these small bursts of activity add up over time. And the best part? It's easy on the joints, improves circulation, and keeps the mind sharp. If you're thinking, I already walk a little. How is this different? Here's the key. Consistency over intensity. Instead of trying to hit 10,000 steps in one go, which can feel overwhelming, focus on moving a little more throughout your day. Park farther from the store, take a short walk after meals, or even just stand up and stretch every hour. The goal isn't to wear yourself out. It's to keep your body engaged in a way that feels natural and enjoyable. And speaking of enjoyable movement, let's talk about something the Japanese do exceptionally well, incorporating relaxation into their routines. This brings us to our fourth habit, stress management through mindfulness. In the West, we often think of stress relief as something we do after we're already stressed, like taking a vacation or treating ourselves to a spa day. But in Japan, managing stress is built into daily life. One of the most well-known practices is Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing. It's not about hiking or exercise. It's simply spending quiet time in nature, soaking in the sights, sounds, and smells of the outdoors. Studies have shown that this practice can lower blood pressure, reduce stress hormones, and even boost mood. Now, you might not have a forest nearby, but the principle still applies. Whether it's sitting in a garden, listening to birds, or even just pausing to take deep breaths by an open window, these small moments of calm can make a big difference. The idea is to slow down and be present, even if just for a few minutes a day. And here's something else the Japanese do brilliantly. They embrace rituals that bring joy and purpose. Whether it's the tea ceremony, tending to a bonsai tree, or practicing calligraphy, these activities aren't just hobbies. They're ways to cultivate focus, patience, and a sense of accomplishment. You don't have to take up a traditional Japanese art to benefit from this. Think about what brings you that same sense of calm and fulfillment. Maybe it's knitting, painting, or even cooking a meal from scratch. The key is to find something that makes you lose track of time in the best way. A gentle reminder that life isn't just about doing, but about being. Now we've covered 4 habits so far: eating mindfully, staying socially connected, moving gently, and managing stress through mindfulness. But there's one more essential piece to the puzzle, one that ties all these habits together in a way that makes them truly sustainable. So, let's keep going, because this last habit might just be the most important of all. We've covered so much ground already: eating until you're just satisfied, nurturing meaningful connections, moving with intention, and weaving moments of calm into your days. But there's one final habit that truly brings all these practices together, and it's something the Japanese call ikigai. Now, you might have heard this word before. It's often translated as a reason for being or a sense of purpose. But it's not some grand, elusive concept. In fact, for many Japanese seniors, ikigai is found in the simplest of things: tending to a vegetable garden, teaching grandchildren traditional crafts, or even meeting friends for morning walks. It's that quiet sense of joy that makes you want to get out of bed each morning. You might be thinking, but how do I find my ikigai? The beautiful thing is, it's already within you. You just need to give yourself permission to notice it. Maybe it's the satisfaction of baking bread for your neighbors, the focus you feel when solving crossword puzzles, or the warmth of sharing stories with loved ones. Your ikigai doesn't have to change the world. It just has to light up your world. Research shows that having a strong sense of purpose isn't just good for the soul. It's linked to longer, healthier lives. One study even found that seniors with clear ikigai had lower risks of heart disease and maintained sharper minds as they aged. So how can you cultivate yours? Start small. Reflect on what moments make you feel most alive, then make space for them regularly. It could be as simple as dedicating time each week to a hobby you've neglected, or volunteering in a way that uses your unique skills. Now, let's take a step back and weave all these habits together, because their real power lies in how they support one another. Eating mindfully gives you energy, gentle movement keeps your body strong, social bonds and ikigai nourish your spirit, and stress management ties it all together with balance. This isn't about adding more to your to-do list. It's about subtly shifting how you approach each day to honor the wisdom of a culture that's mastered longevity. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. You don't need to adopt every habit overnight. In fact, the Japanese approach is all about steady, small steps. Maybe this week, you'll try pausing at 80% full during meals. Next month, you might phone an old friend or spend 10 extra minutes in the garden. What matters is that you're moving in a direction that feels good for you. So tell me, which of these habits resonates most with you? Have you already noticed moments in your life that feel like ikigai? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if this video inspired you, consider sharing it with someone who might benefit. After all, good health is even sweeter when shared. Here's to living with purpose, joy, and plenty of years ahead. Thank you for watching. And remember, no matter your age, it's never too late to embrace habits that help you thrive. Until next time, take care and keep shining.